And if y'all look, there's kind of a saddle right there. That's about where you think you're at, ain't it?
Yes, in that saddle, exactly. Maybe so, just a little bit to the left of it.
The way the wind's blowing, what we're going to do, Greg, we're going to make a loop up through here and get above them.
Yeah, we're going to go straight down to the south right here. Calm for a little bit of northeast wind. It's getting calm right here before dark, though. We're going to make a swing around and get on the south end of it. We're going to swing around on them.
All right.
I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but we're right here at the blue dot.
I got it. And
let me bring it up again right here. And the coyotes are located right here to the left of that saddle. You can see the indentation right there on the map, and that's where they are.
Onyx Maps is a good tool for helping you keep them located. All right, that's a game plan. We're gonna see if we can make it happen. It's gonna be different when you get to the mountain, though. You're gonna have to get to the tree line. We just checked that wind, and it's not coming from the direction it's forecast to come from. But anytime you're out in open ground like that, like we are right now, especially in hilly country, or most especially mountains, you got to get to your woods and then check it. So that's what we're going to do, because it could be completely opposite when we get over here. We'll get to this tree line, check the wind, and then we'll make a move according and get on whatever side of those coyotes we need to get on. Like I said, they're right there in that saddle, or should be if they're still in the same spot. All right, we've got over here to the foot of the mountain, right here at the tree line. We told you when we got over here we were going to check that wind. It's forecast to be northeast, but it's getting right here close to dark. Wind has died down, and it seems like those thermals are what's controlling everything right now. They're coming down off the mountain. Check it again, clear. The wind was supposed to be like this, so we were going to loop around above those coyotes. But you see what's happening now, completely opposite of the forecast. Those coyotes should be here, so instead of going up and around, we're going to drop down and come in below them and take advantage of those thermals. But that's something you always got to keep in mind. Check that wind, and even if your forecast is telling you something different, keep a check on it, because right now thermals is controlling it. We're going to make a loop and get below them. Pups.
ain't heard no big dogs at all.
That they ain't too far though. Got a couple options. Either move closer real quick towards them, or go in. I mean, I'm trying to kill them grown goats anyway.
Yeah.
But either move on over towards them, get a little tighter on them, or go ahead and try to kill them grown goats right here.
If we call right here, do you want to keep the collar where it is, or do you want to move the collar?
I'd move it with us.
All right. Clint, are you made for killing?
Them adults are up there by them bugs.
Yep.
That's why I ain't coming.
That's across the freaking road over there. That's across the road from where you turned around.
There's them adult with them bugs.
Yeah, right there, yeah.
Move closer to us. I wonder if we can move out with more light. Call them up in the field. There's still plenty of light.
You want to go up his edge? We'll
I can
see
put a little pressure on them. Put a little pressure and see if we can get one called up.
so the gig was up. The coyote come in to the field right here and was going out when you busted his ass. The gig was up. It was leaving out.
Oh, I know. Did I get him?
I think so. It dropped. I ain't seen nothing move.
How far did you shoot him?
It's just right there. Hell, it ain't 45, 50 yards right there, I don't think.
I could have smoked him right here, but I never knew if he was on.
Oh, I saw a glimpse of him right in the crack.
I seen an ear pop out right. I can't see nothing because these trees.
Yeah.
When I got down on the bead of my gun, I couldn't hardly see it. That's so dark.
Well, when you shot, some bitch disappeared. I think you melted it right in its tracks.
I thought I did.
Yeah.
I
And
ain't sure.
I'm pretty zoomed in, but I don't know what it's gonna look like.
Deer steak. Slick.
Oh, Arkansas boy in the Tennessee sunset right here. The whole friggin' mountain dark, but the sun is setting on the Arkansas assassin.
Hey, we'll turn those soggy bridges over into a mountain man before it's over with.
That's right. Clint, he's in the shadows right over here.
And I can't see nothing right here in these trees.
Yeah.
I seen something look like an ear popped out. By the time I seen it, he shot. That sucker. That was a cautious
Yeah.
man. He was bad cautious. He come out, was coming down. He kept stopping, smelling. And finally, when I turned it back on, he started coming again. And he acted like he wanted to go out in the field, and he popped back out. I wish I'd shot him right here.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. I thought that line of trees might have you blocked.
It did, sort of. I caught a glimpse of it when I zoomed in because you sit down the tree line and you sit in the field. And I was just trying to zoom in because it was...
It kept kind of coming back and forth.
Right. But I saw it in this gap right here at the edge of the field. And then it was going away and you busted its ass. If you wouldn't have shot right then, it was a done deal. It was gone. You couldn't have done it no better.
Hold down there. Before it gets in the dark. I thought I saw something right here. He must have been a gun.
Right there. Hell yeah. Deader.
Hey,
Stone cold
I
dead.
had no idea if I got him.
I mean,
I fire out of my gun.
Well, when I saw you
But-
shoot, it just disappeared. I was
Hey.
like, man, you melted it.
I should have had no doubt. We got them Apex in this gun.
That's right.
And I'm on the trigger. I usually don't get away. That's a deadly combination.
Shine that light down there at that rascal. Yeah.
Big old coyote. I thought it was a big coyote.
Oh, let me ask you something. Did he go here?
He got all the way up. No, he got all the way up to
It
here.
was under this tree right here because when it was leaving
I
out.
was looking out there on the edge. Look, I seen his face or his ears, and then I seen
I
it
don't
go
know
that
why.
way.
I don't know why he did. What busted him?
I don't know.
I didn't even realize he was busted.
He probably
until-
saw the red light on the camera.
Well, I wondered if it was my remote because I was trying to keep it turned.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's getting it
that's a
done right at
prime
last light.
example.
Yeah.
Prime example right there. You still got light.
Yeah.
Prime example of just a tiny bit of pressure. We moved 30 yards, 30, 40 yards. And that's all it took. That 30, 40 yard move is what challenged those coyotes. Got just a little bit closer. The adults were grouped up with the pups. A lot of times when that happens, you can't hardly bust them up. Can't get them to call in. We put a little bit more pressure, howled a few times, went right into that deer steak. We'd already played a little bit of fawn stuff at them. I was just trying to mix it up. Played just a few notes on deer steak. MFK deer steak. It's a young fawn distress, is what it is. And I paused it, muted it. And it wasn't but a second I seen him coming down the tree line. He got out here and hung up and was looking and smelling. So I got it back on, got the sound back on, let it holler 2 or 3 times, and that brought him the rest of the way.
Yeah.
He was coming in our lap, and we had kind of a crosswind. I don't know if he either got our wind or he picked something out.
Yeah.
And, he made the snake popping out in this opening, and I was ready.
Yeah.
Apex to the noggin, whacked him.
Yeah, that's what I seen right there. Because I was looking down, I just seen something brown and then it disappeared.
Male cow, another male. Ain't as big as I thought it was. Just look at that three-legged cow.
Okay.
Look at
Yep. We'll hop along.
You know, he never showed no signs of being three-legged.
No.
Them some amazing critters right there and a lot of fun to hunt.
Yeah.
Slick goat.
It's last year's cow, maybe 2-year-old. Younger cow. Three-legged. He thought he was going to run that pond down, didn't he?
Yeah, he thought he was going to come in for an easy meal.
But he never showed a limp or anything when he was coming in.
Tennessee sunset. Right there it is.
You see that? They healed right up. Killed several with 3 legs. Somebody probably tried to shoot him before. Scared boy, we knocked the piss out of him, literally.
Still pissed.
Man, we turned it around this afternoon.
Yeah, been a good one.
Right at the hock. That's a neat deal. We'll drag this thing out in the field when we still got a little bit better light.
All right.
Fill y'all in on the setup. Another killer stand.
Yeah.
Right here before dark.
Hey, I like them like that when they make you work for it a little bit.
And they definitely did.
We kind of covered that for you, but if you look over our shoulder back behind, down there about the corner, is where we come through. We come through off this side over here. Park the truck over here, and we told you we were going to go up and above those coyotes because of the wind. We're supposed to have a northeast wind. This is another fence row, or actually drain and fence row right here that you see in the background. We cut through it, walked to the foot of the mountain, realized that the thermals were coming down off the mountain, and the wind, it was overriding the wind direction. Wind had pretty well died down. Greg knew those coyotes were up here in this saddle. Our initial plan was to get above them. After checking the wind, we decided to come down and get below them. That's what we did. We were right down here just off this field edge where this fence line ties in. So we made a loop and come back down to get below them. Coyotes howled up the saddle up here above us. Had the wind coming off the mountain back out into this field. We sat right there and tried to call them up for a little while. Did 3 or 4 lone howls on the smooth talker diaphragm as usual. The pups answered us up on the side of the mountain on that saddle. We sat there for a little while, went through some other howls, several sounds. I can't remember what all we played. Just playing some sporadic stuff, a little bit of pup sounds. Nothing showed up. We did a group howl. I think I did smack lone howls and went right into pup yip howls, and they answered again in the same spot. So we knew they hadn't moved, and we talked about putting pressure on them in. That's something that really works well when coyotes don't break and come, but we were a little bit low on light. We said we'll go ahead and try to call it out. We sat there a little bit longer, and I played group answer howl. And just a minute or so after that, some adult coyotes answered across the field. And then I think it was just the one adult, probably this coyote, answered right there with the pups. When they're grouped up like that, a lot of times they don't want to break free of those pups because they're all right there together. And so we decided to put a little pressure on them even though we were running out of light. We jumped up about 30, 40 yards is all we moved. Sat down. I ran Boone Hill lone howls. That's a fairly long series of lone howls. Shut it off, waited a minute or two, and went right into deer state, which is a fawn distress sound. We hadn't given them any of that yet. Just played it just a few, let it holler a few times, paused it, one but a second. I seen that cow coming right down the fence row to us. And it worked perfect. He worked his way, was weaving in and out. And I was sitting a little farther up the hill, and I wasn't sure if you had, video or not. And the cow finally got in there close enough, and maybe even seen, the light off the screen of the remote or whatever, but he picked us out, wheeled a run, chased him down with a load of Apex, and that's all she wrote. 3-inch number 2s Apex out of a 680 Indian Creek choke. It's what we're killing these coyotes with, and it flat out lays them out. And of course MFK sounds. But it's about to get dark on us. We got to locate some more coyotes, get any of our stuff, go to the website, mfkgamecalls.com. Yeah, that nub is something, ain't it?
Nubby.
And things, it's amazing how tough these things are and how well they
you know, the will to survive on them. They can go through some stuff. Can't handle that Apex and MFK though, can they?
No, it's a deadly
That
combination.
does them in.
That's right.
But if you like these hunts and want to see us doing a lot of killing and explaining to you, you know, the setups and all that stuff, just subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, let us know what you want to see, anything we're missing, and we appreciate y'all watching. That's MFK Game Calls on YouTube. And one other thing, I got hooked up with Clint and Greg a few years ago. I'm out of Arkansas, most of you know. They're in Tennessee. I'm here hunting with them. MFK has been life-changing for me, and two of my best buddies right here. I love hunting with them. Appreciate them having me out. They go above and beyond for MFK. I want y'all to know, y'all gonna be seeing a lot of them from now on. I want y'all to know how much I appreciate it, how much I enjoy, you know, hunting and doing all the stuff with y'all, the MFK stuff. But I got some dang good buddies. When you see people with MFK, there's nothing business related about that. These are all my buddies. And when you see somebody hunting with me, that's what it is. And I really enjoy it. I appreciate y'all watching it. And man, I've had a blast.
Oh man, it's been fun.
We're glad to be part of the team.
Oh man, it's good stuff.
One big
Good
family,
stuff.
ain't
That's right.
That's right, Greg.
Big,
family.
while I'm at it, big shout out to our buddy Jimmy White. We've hunted with him a couple days. It's been a fun trip. We still got one more morning, maybe one more afternoon, so it ain't over with yet. We're gonna go locate more coyotes and do some more killing. But like I said, appreciate y'all watching. We're gonna go to the truck, get us a bite to eat, and go find some coyotes.